Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over Ryobi leaf blowers, so stick around and let's get into it. So first up we have the model P2180. This has been out for a while. This is the jet blower and it's meant for leaf blowing, things like that. It has 280 CFM at 100 mile per hour airspeed, weighs approximately 6.2 pounds. Let's check this out. As you can see, I'm blowing the grass, things like that. And this is all I really had. It's not the time for leaves, but I mowed this field and I clumped the grass together because I really wanted to demonstrate how these work. As you can see, it's blowing the grass. It's really tilting it out. It's pushing it maybe 4 to 5 feet in front of me, but that's not the full heap of the grass itself. It's doing okay, but it is struggling just a bit. You can see it's spreading the grass out, but it's not moving it too well. Next up, we have the RY40470VNM. Wow, what a name. This has 125 mile an hour air wind. That has 550 CFM. That's pretty impressive just for a handheld unit. It runs off of 40 volts, so it's not the One Plus system, it's the more powerful system. With that being said, as you can see, it's moving the grass really well, and you just saw that it kicked up the tones. So this not only has a plain trigger pull, but it does have a turbo button. You're going to get the 550 CFM once you hit that turbo button, and you do have to hold it. It is quite a bit more powerful than the 18 plus 1 platform, and that's for good reason. It has a lot more voltage. Something else I want to say that this was running off of a 4 amp hour battery, the same as the previous model that we were just looking at. But I just want you to focus in on the performance difference. Not only is it just blowing it, but it's dispersing and it's really spreading the grass with ease, and it's doing a great job. So if you're going to mulch the grass up, you're going to clump it together and you want to spread it out through your yard, or you just want to collect it to one side, this is going to do a great job. And it's handheld and it's pretty compact, so you can hang it on a wall, do whatever you need. So next up we have the big boy. This is RY40440. This is a awesome tool, especially if you read about it. It comes with a 5 amp hour battery, 620 CFM, 145 mile an hour. It weighs 21 pounds. It is a backpack. You do need to wear it as a backpack. But let's just take a look at this. Right now you can see that it's moving the grass pretty well. It has a wider end on it, so when you have that 145 mile an hour wind, it's being dispersed a little bit more, so it's not as focused in. It does have a turbo button. It's a digital button, so you press it, it runs for 2 minutes at a time. What I found with this is when I was using it, even though it has a lot of CFM, I was using the turbo button constantly. The low setting just wasn't cutting it for me. I wasn't getting the performance that I was looking for. So the turbo button, that's when you get the large number of CFM that people are really looking for. So constantly I'm running this down. The battery life for this was not that great. I only got maybe 20 to 30 minutes of battery life because I was constantly pressing that turbo button. Although you can see it is pushing the grass, it's not anywhere close to what you would get with a backpack internal combustion engine. So just showing you another scene right now, because I really want to focus in on this because this is their biggest blower. Here we go, I just kicked in the turbo again. I'm really trying to move this grass, but it's not moving it as well as I would really like it to move it. So we're just going to continue to push really hard, use that turbo button, and like I said, I'm going to kill this full 4 amp hour battery. I'm using a 4 amp hour battery in each of the blowers. I'm not using that 5 amp hour battery even though it came with it because I wanted to give everyone a fair demonstration purpose here. But you can see it's moving the grass, just not what you would expect with a backpack blower itself. Okay, I wanted to show a demonstration between the 40 volt handheld and backpack blower and how they're performing. So look at these two moving the same amount of grass. You can tell it's doing an okay job. The handheld's doing about the same job as the backpack blower, which is interesting because I got an hour of runtime out of the 4 amp hour handheld unit compared to the backpack where I got maybe half of the time. That's really important to notate. So which blower is right for you? For this first one, it's going to move grass, but it's not going to move it that great. What I would consider this more for is like sidewalks, decking, maybe your parking spots, driveway, something like that, but I really wouldn't recommend this for heavy leaf blowing or grass or really anything like that. It's at a good price. So the 40 volt handheld leaf blower, I think this is my pick. At 550 CFM, 125 miles an hour, it performs awesome. It's ergonomic, it works well, it has an adjustable handle, and you're getting a lot more bang for your buck when you get this particular tool, and it's got the power to get the job done the first time, save you time in the long run, get back to what you really want. So this guy, this is the biggest one. If you like the biggest and best power, go ahead and buy it. In my opinion, at 625 CFM, it really doesn't perform like a 625 CFM because you got to keep pressing that turbo button, and it's not my top pick, but it still works okay, just not what you would expect from a backpack blower itself. Something I failed to mention is that the 18 volt Ryobi One Plus, the little jet fan, lasted around 40 minutes of battery time on a 4 amp hour battery. So in summary, I hope that this video helped you all. It shows a good demonstration of how they all perform if you go from the 18 volt to the 40 volt and from the 40 volt to the very top of the 40 volt. If it did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe. We're going to see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.